Akin, Excellencies, our leaders, governors of the bank, other dignitaries, ladies and gentlemen, I bring you greetings from Geneva. I'm sorry I could not join you in person on this auspicious occasion, but I wanted to send a brief message of appreciation to Dr. Akin Adesina as he comes to the end of his tenure. It's hard to believe that 10 years have passed since President Adesina was first elected as president of the African Development Bank Group. But as the saying goes, time flies when you're keeping busy. I want to congratulate Akin on his service to the bank and Africa. His tenure has significantly raised the profile of the bank to a new height of recognition and respectability. He and I served in the cabinet of President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan in Nigeria, and his contribution in raising Nigeria's agricultural performance is well documented. One of the best memories I have of our work together is helping empower women farmers when Akin created the digital wallet for farmers to get support to purchase inputs. I challenged him that if he could reach up to 1 million or 2 million more women farmers, we would transfer him additional budget in a kind of performance-based approach to budgeting. Akin absolutely delivered and reached, if my recollection is correct, 2 million more women farmers. Akin brought uncommon passion to his work and made a difference to the lives of farmers in the country. When His Excellency President Goodluck Jonathan nominated him as candidate for the presidency of the African Development Bank, it was with determination that I took on the role of his campaign manager in my capacity as Nigeria's finance minister and Nigeria's governor for the African Development Bank. We campaigned hard, and his performance in the interview was tops, and he got elected. I'm pleased to say that as president, he has not disappointed. He's leaving a strong legacy behind, of which he, Nigerians and all Africans, should be proud. Dr. Adesina's tenure saw the capital base of African Development Bank rise from $93 billion to the present level of $318 billion. This is a noteworthy achievement, as anyone who has negotiated such deals will attest that it is a daunting task. Scale is critical if we are to succeed in transforming the fortunes of the continent. Of course, the quality of projects and efficiency of resource use for output outcomes and impact are even more important, and I understand that this is one of the hallmarks of his presidency. The development challenges facing Africa are immense and well known. They do not need to be repeated here. What is clear is that at the present rate of development, it is doubtful that the African Union's Agenda 2063 can be met. For context, it is less than 40 years away. 4 full-term presidencies of the AfDB. Africa needs to accelerate the pace of development if it is to overcome the problems of hunger, energy poverty, and to create quality jobs for its growing young population, industrialize the continent, and generally provide a high standard of living for every African, so they do not need to seek to migrate to other lands. In essence, if Africa is able to realize the high fives that constitute Akin's signature agenda during his presidency, Agenda 2063 will be attainable. I believe it is doable, and we need to persist, stay the course, and take our opportunities. The African Continental Trade Agreement, for example, provides one such opportunity to drive Africa's development through trade, as other regions have done. Even with the challenges currently facing the multilateral trading system, opportunities abound. With the right policies, Africa can attract supply chains to itself, including in the critical mineral sector that has become so important to the world. And I must say that some of our leaders are grabbing that opportunity. Thank you. I should emphasize that the onus for our development, as we all agree, is primarily on us, Africans, even as the role of development partners continue to be important. With the aid pot drying up, there's simply no alternative. It's an established fact that the development of the continent cannot be achieved also by relying on government resources alone. It needs to be complemented by the private sector and scaled. This is why President Adesina's initiative of launching the Africa Investment Forum has been so powerful. It constitutes a marketplace where the owners of private capital interact with promoters of projects and strike deals that are of mutual benefit. I understand that since its inception in 2018, the Africa Investment Forum has mobilized over $100 billion in investment interest. We need to work hard to ensure that such interest catalyzes into actual investment on the continent. Such initiatives will become even more important in the new global reality. So I congratulate you, Akin. I congratulate the African Development Bank. I'm clearly enthusiastic about the Africa Investment Forum because it complements what we at the WTO are also doing. Our Investment Facilitation for Development Agreement is designed to remove unnecessary bureaucracy and attract private capital for our members. It's been entered into by 127 out of our 166 members and will hopefully enter into force soon. There are 33 African countries that are members of this agreement, and the remainder seem poised to join. Having this agreement enter into effect will definitively help the continent attract the supply chain and value-added investment it needs. So very complementary to what Akin has been doing at the African Development Bank. Finally, I should thank the staff of the AfDB, the board, the ministers, and your excellencies, our leaders, for supporting Akin during his tenure. To conclude, let me also thank his wife, Grace, for her steadfast support of her husband all these years. I want to wish both of them the very best for the future. To the candidates vying to succeed Akin, I thank them for putting themselves forward to serve. They have big shoes to fill, but I'm confident that they're up to it, and I wish them the best of luck. Whoever ends up taking this flag forward, we'll all be there to support them. Africa needs you, candidates, to succeed, and succeed you must. Thank you all.